Hello, hello. This is the All Around Natural Beauty, and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I am passionate about helping people of all ages and genders and identifications and all that stuff overcome the fear of facing abuse to become survivors. And that's what we is all about around here, the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. And I thank everybody for coming out. We want to do an update on that. I'm grateful that we have been we have been hitting it now. We've been coming here standing under the umbrella of Shanquella Robinson, because we believe that if we get justice for Shanquella Robinson, that's going to open the door for us to be able to get justice for just, just to do something about this whole thing. I'm just excited about it. And look at here. So yeah, I'm just excited. So we're going to do, we got some stuff tonight. I haven't seen it. Y'all know I came to y'all on Thursday with some news stuff, right? From the, people knew about the type of news, whatever. We read some stuff, and then there's supposed to have been something where the attorney for the Robinson family was in Washington, D.C. and stuff, right? So we said we was going to come back this evening and discuss it. I see y'all over there. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? And welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. We're passionate about helping the people. And for those of you who don't know me, welcome. Please hit the like button on your way in the door to let the algorithm know that we about to do the thing. We about to do the thing here on this Saturday night. And I'm loving y'all for real. So yeah, I said I was going to do this here before I got started. But I was trying to look for stuff to hope, that things are moving along. And along this road, we've discovered like a lot about, a lot of victims. And I'm just excited because I really believe if we unite, we lift our voice together, it's just strength in numbers. And we've been learning that. So tonight I'm excited because I want to test something out. I'm just excited. I'm excited. I hadn't read what was happening. However, it was dated for today's date. So I'm excited. I feel, I don't know if y'all, I know some of y'all did send me some emails. I want to thank everybody who's been sending me emails on information and stuff like that. And I'm just excited, y'all. I'm excited that we still standing here. We still here today. And I see y'all over there, Baby Queen and Karanya and Kathy. All right, I'm loving it. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. Please put a 1 in the chat if y'all could hear me decently. Put a 1 in the chat if you hear me. Okay. Ooh, looky here. Where that's at? COVID on this side. Thank you, Jamie, for your super sticker. Thank you. I like to see a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Give me a 1. Yay. All right. Because I believe that I figured out the problem to the audio from a few weeks ago, y'all. I really put in some work trying to figure it out. And today I'm excited because we're going to debut some stuff and we're about to see if I figured out this technical difficulty. It was a light bulb moment. I love y'all. Look at, I see some 1s up in there. What's up, Jamie? Thank y'all for the 1s. For the 1s and the 1s and the 1s. All right. And so we're going to start, off with just the gap. I'm loving on y'all so much. And like I said, for those of you who don't know me, welcome. I'm 52 years old. I'm just so excited to be a Gen X, all right? Representing for the Gen Xers in the crowd. Seeing some more 1s. Put your 1s in the hizzy. we're gonna celebrate tonight. I'm celebrating regardless of what the news is, because it is what it is. And we need to make sure that we still stand in a positive energy. Can't just be gloomy, gloomy and grieving and all that stuff, right? There's some, anyway, I'm just excited. So whatever it is. And last week, Thursday, what is this? Is Saturday? Working the nights, but so Thursday when we came together, it was recent stuff. So I'm just excited that this was like live, actually live happening, and not just like, I'm excited because it's not cold and we're still here. Yay, Judy. I believe it was you. Look at here that that did those old, when digging in the crates for those old aloe vera juice videos. You were just touching my heart too that day to see all that engagement way back from 9 years ago. Thank you so much, Miss Judy. Look at here. All right. Thank you so much, Giselle Payapps, for her super sticker of $3.99. Yeah, I'm rusty, but I'm coming back. I'm just excited that, a lot of y'all was giving all those wonderful comments, allowing the time to, just take time for yourself and heal and all that stuff. Because when we look back on the beginning, when we first got started here, it was all about healing, right? Healing. And that's where it's all going to happen. That's where it's all going to happen. And we know that by healing from being victims and transforming into survivors, that's where the power is at. And the way we strengthen the powers is once we unite under the umbrella of victim, right? Of just victims. And but it's good we have a focus too, though. Good we have a focus, and we're using the umbrella of Shanquella Robinson to have the focus, because we know that with the focus it intensifies. So instead of being all spread out, so we know that a lot of y'all, been in the comments, sharing your own personal pains and all that stuff, and we just building on it over here. And I'm just excited. I'm excited because, like I said, it's going to be what it shall be. What's up, the people? La Jessica is in the house too. I'm just excited. I'm excited for my discovery on the technical difficulty. So I'm gonna test it out and see if I figured it out. I believe that I have. So I'm gonna get a tester video to play from in my little thing here. Let's see. I'll pick a short, and then we're just gonna put a 1 in the chat if y'all could hear the audio. Let me see here. Let's see here. It's gonna be something from old times. Obviously, okay. I'm gonna do this is I like this one here. Okay, so let me see here. Share the screen, and the test is going to be if you will be able to hear the audio. The audio. Okay, let me just go on and do it. I don't know why I'm being shy. Let's see here. Hold on one moment while I read this here. Make sure I'm doing the thing correctly here. And read this to myself. Okay, I believe that is exactly what the issue was. All right, so let me see here. Which one of these here? I'm gonna play. Let me see here. I'm gonna go up here to my most popular short here. We're about to see if I can't hear. Oh, because on mute. All right. Over here to lift up our voices to say justice for Shanquella, because if we believe that once we get the justice for Shanquella, that's Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me over on this video talking. I'm about to play it again. I just stopped it. Where's the thing at? Put one. Going to give us the leverage to be able to go back and get justice for Kanika Jenkins and all of the other femicides, all of the other solved crimes against women and just against people in general. In the chat too, a lot of people are reminded of that, and that's one of the reasons why we continue over here to lift up our voices to say justice for Shanquella, because if we believe that once we get the justice for Shanquella, that's going to give us the leverage to be able to go back and get justice for Kanika Jenkins and all of the other femicides. Okay, so let me just go over here. Let me stop sharing this game. I gotta find my mouse. Hold on, I'm just excited because, all right. So, for those of you who was probably with me, I don't remember when it was. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Let me look and see where I was doing, and I was. Anyway, it was a user error. It was all me. It's just there's a button that requires clicking, and I don't know what happened. But anyway, I figured it out, and so I'm back. I'm back, boo-boo. All right, we got some ones up in here. So, like I said, for those of you who don't know me, I'm 52 years old and the proud mother of three adult children. And I had a great time spending time with them this, little weekend here that I'm stretching out to the max. So I'm appreciative to the ones in the chat. So I figured out the audio thing. It was so simple too. And anyway, you learn. And I'm just excited to still be here. So, and we're gonna do it together because I haven't had time to sit and chit chat and to read what happened. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that something positive happened. But anyway, I'm just gonna accept whatever it is. I'm not gonna even say what I'm hoping. I'm just knowing that this here is a celebration, whatever it is, because we're still here. And we saw that on Thursday, somebody had put in the chat about the Sweetie Pie, nephew, or it was her son, I believe, that just recently got convicted of, what happened with the nephew and all that good stuff. After a few years and stuff. But anyway, I'm just excited because we all on the right road here. And I got some videos to show, and I'm just excited. I figured out this whole audio thing because it's super important that, y'all be able to hear this stuff so I can break down some of the stuff that's happening in it. And there's this one, I'll show it to y'all later and stuff. But over here, we pride ourselves that we've grown our community with math and science and truth, right? So we've been doing that and sticking to the facts. And I'm just excited because of what we've been accomplishing over here and what we continue to accomplish, even in the midst of all this stuff here, which is whatever don't kill us, make us stronger, right? Look at here. Well, we got some 52s, 52 years young. Age is just a number. Exactly. But with age comes wisdom. So I'm super excited to be a proud Gen Xer. Yes. With over 30 years of nursing experience, which is, part of me. I'm just excited. I'm excited. And I've been learning a lot just by taking, really getting off into this Shanquella Robinson thing, because, before this happened, I wasn't really aware. I guess I was asleep, sleep to this whole violence that's happening out there, especially this stuff towards women. And, to be more specific, towards women of color, right? And I'm a woman and a woman of color, right? So it was awakening an eye, and to know that a lot of us are asleep and relaxed to this whole thing, and we saw how many other are out there, falling, victim to this whole thing, right? There were so many other cases and all that stuff. But over here, we standing together in love and respect for everybody and everyone. And one of the things we've been doing over here is we've been, starting. We bless our chat with Acts of Faith. We read the Acts of Faith book of daily meditations by Yana Van Zet, right? Copywritten 1993, right? And it's a great book because it's daily meditation for people of color, and it's very helpful to all people, but especially people of color, because we need some waking up, and especially we women, right? We women need to heal everybody, like I said before, which I haven't said in a while, but I'm saying it again today, March 4th, 2023. When you get on the airplane, they tell you to put your mask on first before you try to help somebody else out. And that is because if you are bumbling around trying to help somebody else out, trying to help them put their oxygen on, you're going to pass out from lack of oxygen. Then they're going to pass out because they were counting on you to help them out. So the best thing that you can do is do what's best for you, and that is put your own oxygen mask on first. So that's why it's super important that we take time out for ourselves to make sure that we are loving and healing ourselves. You have to make sure that you know that you are the most important person in the whole world to you, right? Y'all feeling me out there? Put a 3 in the chat if you feel me. That's my magic number, 3, right? Gen X, because 3 is the magic number. 3, 6, 9, 12, 12, 15, 18, 21, 21, 24, 27, 30. Right? Schoolhouse rocket. Chip off the block. For your favorite schoolhouse rock. What's up, Gen X? All right. So I'm just super duper excited. All right. I got some stuff. I got some threes up in the chat. All right. All righty. All right. What's up, Tamika? Tamika in the house. I'm loving y'all tonight. Let's see here. Jamie says 58 here. Hey, and still great. That's right. Gen X in the house before there was the internet. We had our eyes and wisdom. That's right. Come on and preach it, Jamie. That's what I'm saying. We are so unique that we were here before the internet. And on that note, I need to show y'all our first video. I'm about to show y'all something that was emailed to me, and about the Gen Zers and below and stuff, right? It's going to be very eye-opening and stuff. So I'm just excited. Thank y'all so much, fellow Gen Xers, for speaking up. It's Jamie there, 58. That's right. With age comes wisdom. Let's see where I find it. Y'all gonna laugh at this one. It's too funny. All right, so let me see here. Man, I put it on all right, y'all just bear with me for 2 seconds while I make sure this is the right video. Sorry, I'm mute. Anyway, since I figured out how to work the audio, I want to make sure this is the right video, and I don't want to spoil it, so I'm going to put it on mute for like 2 seconds while I click on this, right? Because I don't want to mess up the audio that I put all together. For those of y'all who just joining, I figured out how to play the video with the audio and all that good stuff. So we about to have it. We about to celebrate where we are at in this whole Shanquella Robinson case on a celebratory thing, even if it take us a year, 2 years, or whatever. We're never going to let this case grow cold, period. We're going to keep it hot, right? Just what those were some of the last words that came out of Shanquella's mouth when she said, oh, she said she's going to keep it hot. So we're going to keep it hot in the name and honor of Shanquella Robinson. Let's keep it hot, right? Keep it hot. Somebody put keep it hot in the chat. Keep it hot. All right. So anyway, let me go ahead and see here if this here is the video. Let me see here. Is this here? Yes. So good. All right. So here we go. What is this? Let me close that out there. Oh, that's it. All right. So I'm about to share the screen. Share the screen. Let me pull up my other little thing. You know, I'll do that in a minute. Here we go. About to share the screen. And y'all gonna remember the point that I was trying to make here. All right. So and share. All right, so each time, okay. All right, so what I wanted to say was I'm going to let y'all go through this, and then I'll just say what I got to say after the thing here. So go over here. This here is, all right, I'm just let y'all listen.
Read the time off this clock correctly, you win the clock.
Dude, I've never seen one of these before. I'm used to digital, man.
You've seen a clock before?
No.
Okay.
7:12.
Sure.
Is it 12:10?
12:10.
12:09?
12:09. Yeah, you're close.
No, 9:25.
9:25.
They really don't know. They don't know how to read the clock because they weren't here during that time. That's what's so special about we Gen Xers. We know what clocks are. We know how to tie our shoes and all that stuff. These new people don't need the knowledge because it doesn't exist. Like everything's digital. Dude, he said, I never seen one of those before. So a lot of times we may be thinking with a Gen X mind, not recognizing that these young people, they don't know nothing about this. Watch.
Close, you're 5 minutes off.
I think it's 9:02.
9:02.
2:09.
2:09. Okay.
Why would it be 9:02? Why would we be in school at 9:02?
Why wouldn't we be in school at 9:02?
Okay. So what's the conclusion, guys?
9:02.
2:09.
Okay, let's let the viewers decide.
Like,
And the kid's clowning him. He's clowning him because they can't read the clock. They can't read the clock because they don't have to. They don't have to. They don't have to. They don't understand it because this concept didn't exist for them, right? It's almost over, but I'm just like, this is when you know, when I was sent this, it's just, you know, it's funny.
6:74.
Is it 3 o'clock?
AM or PM?
Gotta be AM, bro.
Okay.
Woo! Woo! Right? So I think, yeah.
Read the time off this clock correctly.
Okay. But anyway, I just thought that was it just made a difference, you know, just so we Gen Xers just be reminded of how, you know, different we are, right? And it was honest, like they didn't know because they haven't needed that for forever. Like, you know, lots of people probably don't have like landlines and just different things that these concepts don't make sense to these young people. But yeah, knowledge is power. So like if the power went out, we Gen Xers could still tell you what time it is because we know how to read a clock. All right, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, so let me go back over here and then we just gonna I need some of my water. We're gonna get the new news from today, and hopefully, I'm not sure what is being said, but this is mainstream news, right? Mainstream news is what we read on Thursday. So I'm just grateful that the mainstream news is reporting, and that way everybody could feel comfortable with it, because, a lot of y'all have pointed out the uncomfortableness of relying on the news from the Mexican Reporter. And it's full of bones. So I'm just super excited that the mainstream news, heard our cries and is now making daily reports on it. So I'm just excited. I saw today's thing was a daily something. So let me I'm gonna find it over here. So thank y'all so much too for showing up. I'm having a good time, and we just really playing it by ear because I've been working in my business and all that stuff, and I don't know what's been said. So we're gonna be reading this together, and so that's how we're gonna get down over here. Let me see here. But how y'all been too? How have you guys been doing? And this is not what we want here, but I'm getting it together. But I'm so appreciating everybody for the encouragement too. That's part of the other reason why I make sure I keep coming back, is because when I just couldn't, because there would be someone who would put in the comment, keep going and thanking me for keep going. So I'm just like, I'm going to say today's update. And I'm super excited to see here. All right, so, oh yeah, I was supposed to, I'm gonna share with y'all. All right, so I just type over here in the search engine. Let me see here. Okay, so type over here, I did that, and go over here. Okay, gotta do this thing. There we go. Over here. All right, let's go share screen for the Shanquella. Today's date. Go over here and see ABC or some. Let's see here. Yes, ABC News. Everyone knows ABC News. Says family of Shanquella Robinson calls for diplomatic intervention months after woman's death in Mexico. Mexican authorities have requested that the suspect be extradited from the U.S. So, all right, let's see, this guy's talking. All right. Let me see here.
Not even pouring rain would stop attorneys, activists, and family members of Shanquella Robinson from demanding action more than 4 months since she died in Mexico.
The only question is, State Department, President Biden, what are you going to do to bring justice for this broken-hearted family, especially this mother of Shanquella Robinson?
In October, Robinson traveled to Cabo with a group of people she considered friends. She didn't return home. They told family she died of alcohol poisoning, but an autopsy showed she died of a broken neck and spinal cord, and a video surfaced showing her being attacked by one of the women on the trip.
What we see is very clear. She was beaten to death. That's right. And if she wasn't beaten to death, somebody needs to tell us exactly what happened.
Shanquella's mom and sister joined the press conference Friday and say they have gotten limited information from U.S. investigators on where the case stands.
All right. Okay, so y'all hear that. They said they have gotten limited information on the case, right? So we know that the FBI got on the case back in November 17th. Did y'all hear that? So they were getting limited information. And I was going to go back and read this here. Say, Mexican authorities have requested that a suspect be extradited from the U.S. So that still doesn't mean that this person isn't being detained, to me, in my opinion. Anyway, let's finish this up.
This journey has been frustrating. The feeling of disheartened to our government. I feel like our government has failed us.
Attorney Sue Ann Robinson, who is not related to Shanquella, just got back from a fact-finding trip to Mexico. She says the Mexican Attorney General has finished the investigation and has sent everything through the proper channels. She says now it is time for the U.S. to do something.
The ball is clearly in the United States court. The State Department, the Department of Justice, the ball is in your court. Do what you have to do.
We have been pushing the State Department for comment on.
I remember this guy back in November reporting. Y'all remember this guy reporting? ABC News. This is what we was asking for. Here it is, y'all, right here. Right? He was the one that was knocking on the doors back in November.
On this story, but we were told the State Department will not be saying anything about it, saying they do not comment on extradition matters. Wow. Reporting in D.C., I'm Joe Bruno, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Do y'all need to hear that again?
Geico has been offering savings for over 85 years. That's longer than the Buffalo Wing's been around.
Uh-oh. All right, sorry, y'all. Let me see here. Bounce back over here. Hey, all right, so let me see here. Hide that. All right. Uh-oh. They're doing some more. All right. Let me go back over here. Oops.
ABC's Ika Jachi has more.
Justice for Shanquella Robinson.
This morning, for over 125 days, the family of Shanquella Robinson outraged, demanding justice after the 25-year-old was found dead at a luxury resort in Mexico.
15 weeks and 3 days, and still, with all this visual evidence, nobody has been arrested.
Last October, Robinson was found dead.
They proclaimed
died in Mexico, calling.
So we're going to accept that nobody has been arrested. Did y'all hear what he said? Let me see if I can bring it back to just that little part there. Let me see here.
ABC's Ika Jachi has more.
Justice for Shanquella Robinson.
This morning, for over 125 days, the family of Shanquella Robinson outraged, demanding justice after the 25-year-old was found dead at a luxury resort in Mexico.
15 weeks and 3 days, and still, with all this visual evidence, nobody has been arrested.
Wow. All right, so there is the answer. There is the answer. It's on ABC News. ABC News. There has been no arrest. And that's how we know. Right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Last October, Robinson was found dead in San José del Cabo, Mexico, during a group vacation. Authorities finding her body less than 24 hours after she arrived. She and a group of 6 other individuals traveled there for vacation, the party reportedly blaming Robinson's death on alcohol poisoning. However, an autopsy later concluded that she had suffered trauma to her neck and spine. In one now viral video, too violent to show, Robinson is seen being severely beaten by another woman in her hotel room, while at least 2 other people in the room watch or record the incident. Mexican authorities say the investigation is ongoing and that this was not an accident, but a direct attack on Robinson. Mexican authorities issued an arrest warrant for a female suspect back in November 2022 and requested she be extradited from the U.S.
No one has been arrested.
Ooh, her mama said that. Did y'all hear that?
People who knew what happened to my daughter are living their lives
they have returned to work, and my family is left to wait. And we to beg for answers.
Ooh.
Now, the traveling party came back to the U.S. a day after the body was found. While no arrests have been made, the Robinson family is calling for everyone involved in the incident to be extradited back to Mexico in order to face charges.
Wow.
Ike Ajashi for us there. Thanks, Ike.
The family of an American woman who died in Mexico.
Here you go. Sorry, y'all. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, wow. That one, there's no doubt, right? So this erases all doubt. I'm just super excited about this. Super excited. All right, now what's from ABC? Let me just make sure that I'm going to copy and drop this link to the, not in chat, but in the, let me see here, in this here, the comments on the video. Yes, if I'm able to. Anyway, I'm just super excited, y'all. Wow, that's, you know, wow, wow. So, wow. All right. All right. Wait a minute. What y'all talking about over here? It was a lie. All right. So, not going to see what's up here, y'all. DJ Zombie G says, at All Around Natural Beauty RN now. This what I'm talking about. We get some new news. Don't you agree? Let's see. Last month news was dry up on Shanquella Robinson, and then some type of emoji that is not visible here. All right. Yeah. Like I said, I was excited. That's why I was excited that, you know, looking at the dates. So I say, you know, look at the dates. Look at the dates. And we all was praying for the news to pick it up, right? We have been talking about why the news ain't picked it up. I know it had come up multiple times. Why haven't the news, you know, picked it up? The real news, the real news, the real news. The real news, yes. So, and the real news destroyed all of the fake news that, you know, we had been fed. So I'm just excited. Like sometimes, you know, when you get the fish, and some fish is extremely bony, right? And then sometimes one of those bones may get away, but thankfully sometimes you can, you know, kind of hack it up and get the bones out, right? So all that to say is that a little bone had almost got caught up in there, but thank goodness for the cough, and we back on the right road with ABC News. ABC News. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can drop it in the chat. Yes. All right. So that's the link for the ABC News thing right there in the chat for anybody, you know, want to check it out and verify it on your own. You see that it leads down, you know, further paths with more of the stuff. And the fact that it's, you know, from today's date, it feels good to see. I mean, even though, like I said, we excited about that, we still here talking about it, that we're not going to get dismayed at the actual news of knowing that nothing's been done yet or no arrests have been made. Let's hear, I want to hear the mom say this again, because, you know, it's only a very short video. So there's power in this that is coming from the legit news, which is what we was all saying. You know, a lot of people saying, how come the news is not reporting on this? I know that I was too, and I'm just excited. Yes. All right. Thank y'all. I appreciate the people What's up, Giselle? Just says, yes, we heard that. All right. Yes. All right. Did I read this? Let's see. A DJ Zombie G says, at All Around At Your Beauty RN. Yes, I remember that new guy did some amazing groundwork knocking on doors for Shanquella Robinson. Cool. Yes. People uniting together, uniting people. And it's working, right? And we, as long as we're staying focused on it and continuing on, we're gonna be all right. So let me see. I should probably, yeah. All right, so we're gonna do this little 2-minute video one more time. That was very powerful, especially for me, because for those of you who've been following me, we maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, whatever, found the stories back in November when the story came out about Dejanay was being that was arrested. They got her, right? And then maybe the very next day, I don't know. Anyway, so we was going back and forth, and I'm just excited that this new story, which was what everybody was asking for, we want to hear it from the real news. And here we go. Here we have it. So one more time.
Mexico calling for high-level diplomatic intervention in the case. They say
So on Thursday was when we read that, the family attorney, a lot of people was asking about when the family attorney going to do something or going to talk about it. Like, people had questions about it. I'm still excited, y'all, because this is still record-breaking speed, right? Because of the social media. So we are being extremely effective, and that's why it's important that we continue on, right? We continue on. So I'm just thankful for everyone who have been, encouraging and continuing on, right? And then we take breaks as needed. But as long as somebody is running, it's like a relay race, right? Everybody, it's not all running at the same time. Sometimes you pass the baton off and then the next person take it. And that's your time to, take a break and make sure that you are doing the best good thing. All right, here we go.
the person responsible for her death needs to be brought to justice. ABC's Ika Jachi has more.
Justice for Shanquella Robinson.
This morning, for over 125 days, the family of Shanquella Robinson outraged, demanding justice after the 25-year-old was found dead at a luxury resort in Mexico.
15 weeks and 3 days, and still, with all this visual evidence, nobody has been arrested.
Right? Nobody has been arrested. Nobody has been arrested. Right? Y'all heard that? ABC News. Nobody has been arrested. It's coming from the family. They are proclaiming that nobody has been arrested. So we can rest assured that nobody has been arrested. And that's why we still come here today seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson. And we're going to continue to come until we get it, because we believe that by staying focused and getting justice for Shanquella Robinson, that's going to give us the power to be able to have a voice and to get justice for women all over, all around women. All righty. All right. Betty says, hello, beautiful RN. Everyone, let's go ahead and get finished up over here. Where's my meals? I hate you.
Last October, Robinson was found dead in San José del Cabo, Mexico, during a group vacation. Authorities finding her body less than 24 hours after she arrived. She and a group of 6 other individuals traveled there for vacation, the party reportedly blaming Robinson's death on alcohol poisoning. However,
then we learned that Mexico passed this here excuse off a dime a dozen, the alcohol poison. Right? Alcohol intoxication, right? They got a cookie cutter, little get out of jail free card, right? And that's how these 6 other travelers are out free on the technicality.
An autopsy later concluded that she had suffered trauma to her neck and spine. In one now viral video, too violent to show, Robinson is seen being severely beaten by another woman in her hotel room, while at least 2 other people in the room watch or record the incident. Mexican authorities say the investigation is ongoing and that this was not an accident, but a direct attack on Robinson. Mexican authorities issued an arrest warrant for a female suspect back in November 2022 and requested she be extradited from the U.S.
No one has been arrested. The people who knew.
That her mama said no one has been arrested. You can hear the pain and the frustration in her voice. They heard us, y'all, when we said we want to hear from the family.
What happened to my daughter are living their lives. They have returned to work, and my family is left to wait.
On the technicality.
And we to beg for answers.
Now, the traveling party came back to the U.S. a day after the body was found. While no arrests have been made, the Robinson family is...
Y'all hear that? The news is reporting no arrest has been made. This American news reporting.
calling for everyone involved in the incident to be extradited back to Mexico in order to face charges. Eva?
Ike Joshi for us, sir. Thanks, Ike.
All right. I'm about to mess up here. Where's the thing at? Mute. Wait. Here we go. Stop. All right. Sorry, y'all. Let me see here. All right. Boom. Okay. Wow. All right. So I'm just grateful for that, right? We got that in one small little nugget. So I'm excited about that. So let's see here. And I did have some other things on this here Google Docs to show y'all. I'm just excited, right? So now we have closure on that. We have closure on that. How we have closure on whether or not someone's being detained or arrested. Nobody has been arrested. So now we could, take that off of our plate of things to worry about, right? I don't know about y'all, but woo, I'm grateful for that, right? That's one less thing to worry about, right? How y'all feeling about that? I'm grateful. I'm super grateful. One less thing to worry about. One less thing to worry about. And that it's recent and it came from the news. So I know there was people when we first started doing this, people were, if you haven't already, please hit the like button on your way in here. Let's get the likes up, people. All right, let's get the likes up. Thank y'all so much for showing up. Get the likes up, please. I lost my thought. So, I'm just excited that they were listening to us. What I was saying was that when we first got started, some of y'all was putting off in the chat that, we hope that they were listening to us. And I'm just grateful to see that they have, and they did, because we cried out for our government, the news, the ABC News, our, what we know as reputable sources of this news to, talk about this, right? 'Cause we hadn't heard from them since November. And I'm just grateful that we all able to hear that and hear it come out not only just the news mouth, but out of the mouth of the family. Right? Y'all heard her mama. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. And that's what I'm saying about the celebration, right? Even though, you know, it's not where we want it to be, we're still knowing that we're working on this here universal time. And it's not, you know, what you think. Sometimes the universal time may feel longer, right? And we know that this thing takes time, but we still keeping it hot. We're keeping it hot for Shanquella Robinson, because that's what she would have wanted us to do. So anyway, there is the link to that video from today's news. So thanking our government, thanking our voices that we have been heard. So that's a win, y'all. It is a win, right? So this here, you know, lets us know that it's not cold. It ain't cold. We keeping it hot. We keeping it hot. All right. So y'all got some interesting stuff over here. I need to see. I think I see something that's my members in the house. Thank you so much. Here, member says, Robin Sanders says, they also said the Mexico has given jurisdiction to the United States. What came to my mind, y'all, was that when this whole, you know, fake arrest thing was fed to us back in November, it was, y'all, to me, it just seemed like that was Mexico trying to clear their good name, right? By getting it off of them, by blame shifting, because Mexico originally let them go. They said, ruled it out. This here is alcohol poison. This here is alcohol intoxication, right? Right? You know, we saw that there were others that were unalived in Mexico, and they used the same cookie cutter excuse of alcohol poison, right? We also had, I can play it now. What was his name? Martin from Martin Resurrected. Yeah, I haven't played it. I got a little short. It's only like a few seconds. Shorts are like 30 a minute, maybe at the most. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do here. And he said that he lived in Mexico for 4 years, and that's how they got down. And, you know, they barely punish, you know, even check it off into it. So they have their own problems with femicide, you know, and over there with their own women being unalive, right? So why would they use their limited resources to, you know, do anything? So maybe that's why they put that fake story out there about the arrest, right? And that way, you know, it looked like they were doing something about it, and it'll distract us from the fact that Mexico originally said, oh, no, it wasn't any type of foul play. There's nothing here. This is alcohol poison. And only after the death certificate came back with the cause of death did they come with that fake story. So I believe that that's where the lies came in there. And anything that was said was a lie, because once the lie is told, everything, even if you try to slip in some truth, facts, or anything like that, it's still a lie because it's distorted. And that's exactly how the you know, we got let me see here. Is this here? No. Where's this one? Here we go. Okay, so Martin. All right, let me just go ahead and share so y'all can see what I'm looking at. And this was going to be Martin talking about the whole living in Mexico and the people there don't do anything about their own stuff here. Let's see here. Okay, here, Mexico is bad. All right.
Doing this, I learned that Mexico is really bad with the whole femicide situation.
Yes.
It's so quick to be like, oh, she was drunk, it's her fault. It's so quick to be like that. Because when I was living there, I remember there was a huge feminist march. But it's kind of different from what the American feminists are going after. So I prejudged and thought it was the same thing. But now looking at this, I'm like, they were fighting for, their rights to live, basically, because a lot of them get killed over there and swept under the rug. And the statistic is really bad. I forgot the number, but a lot of cases, a big percentage of those cases don't even get sorted.
Wow. Right. Yep. And I showed a video that, Mexico is like, in some statistics, it says number 2. And in others, I saw number 5 in the world for femicides.
Wow.
Yes. And we know that Mexico is a poor country. All right. So that was that short there. And if you click on it, it'll lead you to the whole live that he was on the show and stuff. We said a lot that day. And, and that's coming from someone who lived over there. And then, like I was saying, we did a live and I showed videos of the whole problem that they have over there. And it's the same thing over here. All they had to do was replace Shanquella's name with, there were others, throughout their community that this same thing was happening to, and people weren't getting justice. So that's why it's important that we stay focused on this and continue to speak out for justice for Shanquella Robinson. Yes. Okay. So, all right. Where was I at? I'm going to read out a few more of these here comments, and then I just want to show y'all something else that I saw today, and then I'm going to ask y'all afterwards, like what it reminds you of, because it brought back, it triggered something, a memory. I don't even want to use that word trigger, but anyway, it tied some things in. So I'm going to play it after I read a few more of my, see. Robin says, straight from their lawyer's mouth. Yes, no one has been arrested, but I believe that it won't be long before an arrest is made. I'm so very happy about this. Yay. All right, cool. Yeah, we need to get some more of these here heartfelt comments. All right. What's up, Gloria? Gloria said, I thought last month the FBI got her in custody. No, well, of course, that was obviously a lie, because they are saying today, as of March 4th, 2023, this is from the ABC News. So I'm not sure, but I'm pretty positive that this here was probably a lie, a bone that was tossed our way here. We trust in this here ABC News, a reputable source. We actually could verify that that's one of the same reporters that was reported on this case back in November. It's the same guy from ABC, a reputable source. So we going on that. Miss Gloria Jordan. Yep. What's up, Jamie? Jamie said, justice for the beautiful Shanquella Robinson and her family. Yes. And I'm just excited because this is definitely one step closer, and time for celebrate. Good time come. Hey, what's up, Kyron? Oh, Kyron says Biden need to get on this. Black women are the reason he won the election. We can be the reason he loses the next one. Yes. Yes. We can be the reason he loses next term. All right, y'all hear that? Kyron said Biden need to get on this. Black women are the reason he won the election. We can be the reason he loses next term. All right. Very powerful. And like I said, by uniting, there is strength in numbers. Strength in numbers. Black women are the reason he won the election, right? And if Black women are the reason he won the election, that lets you know the power that you hold, all right? By using your noodle, right? All right. Let's see here. JP6 says, this is a case I would use all tools I can to solve it, right? And I feel like we're doing that. Like, you know, we've been putting the pieces together, analyzing the material. We've really been slugging it out. Like, you know, really, then that's what we're supposed to do as the jury, right? Work out the stuff, get clear without a shadow of a doubt, right? So doubt has to be assessed. You can't just blindly believe everything, right? And so until the proof of why you don't continue to believe something, you always have a right to change your mind and change your decision. You don't have to stay faithful or loyal to what you believe now, because time is ever moving, right? So you can't stay faithful to times or opinions or thoughts or ideas that you had yesterday if they don't serve you today, or if they are not going to serve you tomorrow. And that's what you're supposed to be looking forward to, is tomorrow, because tomorrow is what is not guaranteed, right? Even the next moment is not guaranteed. So you're only here for whatever time that was already set aside for you to be here. Anyway, what we were supposed to do, start off, I didn't finish our acts of faith. But it's never too late. So let's do that now before it's tomorrow. All right, so today is March the, what is this? March 4th. March 4th. March 4th, from our acts of faith, Iana Van Zet, copyright 1993. Daily meditation for people of color. All people can benefit from this. All right. Let's see here. March 4th says, one's work may be finished someday, but one's education never. Wow. I'm going to read that one more time. One's work may be finished someday, but one's education never, right? So we're always learning, right? So we don't beat ourselves up for where we're at, right? Because that's where you're at, right? And so accept where you're at there, and always know that your education is never. So that means you're always growing as long as you are educating yourself. And that is a quote from Alexander Dumas the Elder, right? Then Iana says, unless you make every waking and learning a learning process. Let's see. Unless you make every waking a learning process, you are wasting a major portion of your life. Wow. You can learn from people you do not like, as well as from those you love. You can learn from the elders and the youth. You can learn more about things you know about and fine-tune the things you are good at. You can learn by observing, listening, and serving. You can learn by assisting, completing, and forgiving. Never withdraw from the education process by picking and choosing from who you can learn. Keep in mind, keep an open mind, your ears attuned, and your willingness to learn in a humble state of a student. I am learning a little more every day. All right, that was so good. All right, I'm so grateful that the purple from this book jumped out at me and reminded me that we had started, we didn't be in a whole hour, we just get to the acts of faith. So I'm just super excited about this here. I don't know about y'all, but that video really did my heart well to where I can just get that off my plate, because I was, tired of wondering, well, is she arrested? Because I'm going back and forth. No, well, this said that she is. When did we say that she got out? When did this happen? And I'm trying to go back through all the material and figure out, when did we know that it wasn't, if we knew then here. And anyway, I'm just excited that we got our validation from the ABC News, right? Everybody was saying, I believe it when it's on the news. So now it's time to believe it. No one has been arrested, right? I should change the title if I felt gifted enough to do that. Let's see here. What's up, Glory? Glory said, I said in January, Ben Crump's office had picked up the case. You sure did. It's in one of the videos too. You did. But yeah, there was a lot of information going around and stuff. So this here is the product of, what's going on there. So at least we know that, this is, we keeping it hot, right? We keeping it hot in the name of Shanquella. Yep, you sure did, Gloria. I remember this too. Yep, that's so true. What's up, Betty? Betty said, they said it is in the U.S. hands now. Yeah, and that's why we got to continue to keep it hot here so they don't go cold, because we know that over here in this country, they good for just letting this little stuff go because they don't value the lives of Black women over here. Like the little amount of value, right? So that's why we have to change that narrative to the Black woman being highly valued. Highly valued. And that's why we're not going to stop talking about this. We're going to continue to demand justice for Shanquella Robinson. And I'm just grateful that we saw that there were men standing up, speaking out, also for justice for Shanquella Robinson. I want to play it one more time, just in case there's some new people that just come up in here. And, I've been talking for hours. So this video is only 2 minutes, and it's from today. No, that ain't it. It's from today. Yes, this is it here. It's from today, and ABC News is who is hosting it. So we're going to go up here to this one here from ABC News. All right. So this here says, family of Shanquella Robinson calls, let me stop it there. Calls for diplomatic intervention months after woman's death in Mexico, right? So on Thursday, when we read the news for that day, that's when we learned that the attorney, Shanquella family attorney, Sue Ann Robinson, was asking for, pressure on diplomatic, interventions and stuff. And so, and that they were going to be in Washington, D.C. on Friday, on yesterday. So I'm just excited that they followed through with all that stuff, and that we have the receipts here with the U.S. News here reporting. It says Mexican authorities have requested that a suspect be extradited from the U.S., right? to me, this is kind of like a baloney statement that Mexico is throwing out there to make it appear that the ball is in the U.S. court. And if it is, it doesn't matter whose court it's in. We're going to continue to demand our justice for Shanquella Robinson right here. And this lets us know that when the FBI got involved back in November the 17th, that we still got a case going there. So we can continue to keep it hot for Shanquella. So we're about to play this here. Uh-oh.
Of Shanquella Robinson are calling on
do this.
from the Department of Justice, attorneys, activists, and the family of Shanquella Robinson are calling on the State Department to either.
All right, do y'all recognize this guy? This was the guy that was going knocking on the people's door back in November, right? From ABC News, right? He goes a reputable source of news.
Extradite the people who went on that trip with Shanquella or assume jurisdiction to prosecute them themselves.
Justice for Shanquella Robinson.
Not even pouring rain would stop attorneys, activists, and family members of.
Yay, look at that, y'all, right? We got a representation of the community, men and women, and did I see a child? No, men and women here speaking out for Shanquella.
Shanquella Robinson from demanding action more than 4 months since she died in Mexico.
The only question is,
oh, that's Ben Crump. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know. I see the name. I didn't, okay. Oh, cool. Yeah, okay. Ben Crump. Oh, okay. Yay. All right. Where we saw that at? Let me go back over here. All right. Gloria said, I said in January, Ben Crump's office had picked up the case. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know who Ben Crump was, right? I didn't know that it was this guy here. And this is like, I think the third time I've played it, and I'm just seeing that, wow.
State Department President Biden, what are you going to do to bring justice for this broken-hearted family, especially this mother of Shanquella Robinson?
Yeah.
In October, Robinson traveled to Cabo with a group of people she considered friends.
Hey.
She didn't return home. They told family she died of alcohol poisoning, but an autopsy showed she died of a broken neck and spinal cord.
Y'all see that? 15 minutes after this. That's all we need to know. It's the cause of death.
And a video surfaced showing her being attacked by one of the women on the trip.
All of the evidence right here is in the video where we break down the injuries that match the death certificate. And I will, we've got a video in here with John Q who did it. And I'll put that in the chat throughout some.
What we see is very clear. She was beaten to death.
Yes.
And if she wasn't beaten to death, somebody needs to tell us exactly what happened.
Shanquella's mom and sister joined the press conference Friday and say they have gotten limited information from U.S. investigators on where the case stands.
This journey has been frustrating. The feeling of disheartened to our government. I feel like our government has failed us.
Wow.
Attorney Sue Ann Robinson, who is not related to Shanquella, just got back from a fact-finding trip to Mexico. She says the Mexican Attorney General has finished the investigation and has sent everything through the proper channel.
I don't know about y'all, though. I'm just super excited about that, that picture of the community, men and women. It's Ben Crump and Sue Ann Robinson. It's beautiful to me. I'm just excited that, I saw who that Ben Crump was, y'all. Like I said, I'm 52 and, I was always promoting, not watching news. And like I said, I was in my own space. So I'm learning too here, being Crump. Thank you, Gloria. But I totally remember reading a comment back in January. I don't remember which live. That's when we was really pumping out the live. I think it was going like pretty much daily. But I remember reading a comment from Gloria saying that. And then we also heard from John Q, that the FBI, we're starting to see some movement. This is the movement that we was talking about, that was spoken about back in January. So I'm excited. This is only the beginning of March. So we spoke about it in January, February, March, y'all. Come on. I think we're breaking records here. I think we are breaking records with the speed. We still got fire. We ain't trying to rekindle the fire. We still got fire on this case, and we keeping it high, Shanquella, baby.
She says now it is time for the U.S. to do something.
Yeah. The ball is clearly in the United States court.
Wow. The attorney said that the ball is in the United States court, so we can't keep saying nothing about Mexico. The attorney just told us, we heard the family saying the government is failing. So for those of you like the Giselles and stuff, that's promoting the petitions and all that stuff, to our government, this is the right areas to be making sure we focus on, because these attorneys, Sue Ann Robinson, just stated that the ball is in the U.S. court. So now we know where to focus our energies. U.S. No one has been arrested. They saying that too. Here we go. Oops. Sorry, I think I was about right here. It's fine. We can hear it.
Bring justice for this broken-hearted family, especially this mother of Shanquella Robinson.
In October, Robinson traveled to Cabo with a group of people she considered friends. She didn't return home. They told family she died of alcohol poisoning, but an autopsy showed she died of a broken neck and spinal cord, and a video surfaced showing her being attacked by one of the women on the trip.
What we see is very clear. She was beaten to death. That's right. And if she wasn't beaten to death, somebody needs to tell us exactly what happened.
Shanquella's mom and sister joined the press conference Friday and say they have gotten limited information from U.S. investigators on where the case stands.
This journey has been frustrating. The feeling of disheartened to our government.
She said to the government, right? So we on the side of the family. We heard what her mama said and what her sister is saying. The frustration is on the government.
I feel like our government has failed us.
Attorney Sue Ann Robinson, who is not related to Shanquella, just got back from a fact-finding trip to Mexico. She says the Mexican Attorney General has finished the investigation and has sent everything through the proper channels. She says now it is time for the U.S. to do something.
The ball is clearly in the United States court. The State Department, the Department of Justice, the ball is in your court. Do what you have to do.
We have been pushing the State Department for comment on this story, but we were told the State Department will not be saying anything about it, saying they do not comment on extradition matters.
Okay, so then that's their, I guess, answer to why they're quiet about it. But we still have the right and the responsibility to continue to make noise until, if whatever time it takes. Like this here is at least, giving us some type of, to me, kind of an update, right? Like I said, we're able to put closure to the wondering if anybody has been arrested. Now we can put closure to that no one has been arrested. No one has been arrested. So for me, I feel like that's a win. That's a win. That's a win. Because at least now you know, right? Now you know. All right, so let's just go ahead and finish here. It's almost over.
Reporting in D.C., I'm Joe Bruno, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, so y'all hear that? Eyewitness News. These are reputable American sources. A lot of y'all said that, you know, you wanted to hear this from the American news. So here we go. This is American news to satisfy you. Jamie says in my keep sweat voice, nobody. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, nobody. Okay, I'm feeling you. All right, so cool. Let's see. Giselle said, it's a damn shame they still walking freely outside. However, I'm grateful that this is happening because we know that, you know, something has to be first, right? And that this isn't. So by us being able to get the justice on this, they can go back and get justice for all those other cases that are cold, that have went cold. We could rehydrate them and get justice because we're going to take this same, we're making the cookie cutter. We're making the cookie cutter for how to get justice, right? We are the pioneers of this. We are putting this together. We are developing this as we speak, right? We're doing, this is the first for everybody. I know it's the first for me as a Gen Xer to be a part of something like this where, you know, everything is so instant, like on the Jetsons. All right. So anyway, so yes, of course, I feel it's a shame, but I'm just excited that, you know, we haven't let it die. Hey, Judy. Judy says, Natural Beauty RN, the attorney Robinson said they was treated poorly in Mexico. What? Right. I know someone else was saying earlier about, you know, boycotting Mexico. No mo Mexico. No mo Mexico. No mo Mexico. No mo Mexico. Right? You know, that's how, you know, people do that kind of stuff, make songs and stuff all about it. It was a song. Anyway, it was a song when they was boycotting Sun City, yeah, because they had all that apartheid over there in South Africa over there. And anyway, there was a song, and that life just recycles, right? This recycles. However, we have to be present, so we can't rely on not well. Anyway, I don't want to say that. I'm just loving on y'all. Betty says, that's what I wanted to. World News talking about it. Yes, right? I know I was saying a lot of y'all was putting that off in there. Like, I'll believe it when the news say it, right? So I'm just grateful that they heard us and that, you know, we could have rested assured in this when we was told that, you know, the people had, you know, took up on the case and stuff. So y'all, we know we making good time, and we making good time in here. We still making good time. I'm excited about our time. I feel like this is good time, and we at least know where we're at. No one has been arrested. It's super sad that no one's been arrested, but you know, it's kind of you know, kind of par for the course. All right, so I do want to show y'all this one short. It's a short. I'm just gonna show it to y'all. Is this mine? All right, I just got it. As soon as I find it, as soon as I find it, and then, you know, we'll start wrapping it up. But I appreciate y'all for showing the. Here we go. It's gonna be under this. And I just feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. No one has been arrested, so we don't have to guess about it. None of that stuff. We know. Heard it from the mama's mouth, the sister's mouth, the attorney's mouth, activists. And we saw the family. That's another thing that really touched me, that it was a nice picture. It wasn't just the women, right? It really did my heart good to see the community come out like that for Shanquella. Really did. All right, so let's see here. Is it this one? Let me put it on mute just in case I got the wrong. Someone had commented earlier about, keeping the case hot, to continue to talk about. All right, here goes some new. What's up here, people? Millie says, I thought U.S. said Mexico has to rewrite the charge and submit the indictment with homicide and not femicide. Oh, okay. That's true. I believe hearing that too. However, we just heard the attorney, say today, or said yesterday, that the ball was in the U.S. court. So this here, we can rule this out. This is, this here is ruled out. These are just rumors here this is rumors here. We're going to believe what the recent American news has told us today. We saw Ben Crump and Sue Ann Robinson, attorneys and activists, and the family. We heard out of Shanquella Mama Mouth, Salamondra, and the sister. We heard out of their mouths. So that's what we're going to believe here. Yep, instead of the stuff that they was telling us before, right? Because those were all just, there was no proof, right? We saw and heard with our own ears and eyes what was said on yesterday in Washington, D.C. So I'm excited about that. So nope. What's up, Raw? All right. Thank y'all so much for coming in. And my members is really showing out tonight. Thank y'all so much. Since we won't stop, we will keep on till justice for Shanquella is served. That is exactly right. And that's what we've been doing, right? We've been running this like a relay race. Running it like a relay race. And that's how we've been able to keep up what they said, 125 days. Wow. I'm impressed. And shout out to all of the content creators who've been, keeping the name out there and, continuing to put out content to keep the diplomatic pressure on that they've asked us. And now we know where to focus it, right here in the good old US of A. So I'm grateful that the ball is in the US court and not us going back thinking we got to get something from Mexico. We don't need nothing from Mexico. I just read, somebody just said that they were even treated properly in Mexico. Somebody said that. Was it here? Gloria Jordan said, FBI has picked up the case, so they will not jeopardize their fact findings until they can nail them to the cross. Yeah, okay. So that brings us back to why the secrecy, right? And then one of the videos that we heard earlier, they said they were given limited information. So they are, saying something. So thank you, Gloria, for reminding us of, what's going on with that there. So I'm gonna, when I leave y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all with this this latest video that was that I saw on, I think, like an Instagram feed, and it was just alarming to see this video. But it was here we go. All right, so me and then I'll wrap it up. I appreciate y'all for coming out, and appreciate me for even making sure that I kept the obligation, because I know I told y'all on Thursday. I said it out loud too, and then somebody called. I think it was Kyrania that called me out on it to make sure. She mentioned that she wanted to be in the chat, so I did come out. Again Saturday, because I did say that. I said it. All right, so here we go with the last video that I'm going to share. It's a short, and I've been on long enough to where I'm going to just say that there's some language that's going to be up in here. There's, a little bit of foul language that's going to be in here. So this is the time where, people with tender ears will make an exit. Exit stage left. All right. And then we Gen Xers, that's, who to hear, about to hear, right? So this says, what's going on at this Walmart?
Well, bitch, I'm here to let you know Nicole is actually Nico, and I'm fucking with Jarvis, and I wish you get your 1-2 Sierra stepping ass on, bitch.
Oh, you ain't gotta let him talk. First of all, we're not talking about the same.
Yeah, bitch, we talking about the same Jarvis, 8/22/97. Did I stutter?
Oh, damn. On your ass. Right.
Who you calling? I'm on the phone.
No, but you got, no, you're not on the phone. Not my Jarvis.
Yes, I am,
not my
bitch.
Jarvis.
Yes, I am, bitch. I sure enough on the phone with him. Nah, bitch. That's right, bitch. Get your daughter, get like the Jacksons home and beat it. Stop calling my nigga. Gone with your shit, girl. Gone, bitch. Cry me a river like Justin Timberlake.
All right. So the first thing that comes to me that makes this super alarming is that, look, did y'all see the dots being tied together? Did y'all see the two ladies on the side when this guy is trying to provoke this woman into something, some type of a negative altercation? We'll just say that, right? That they're out there with the videos. We had the taunting, right? Ooh, you ain't got to take that from him, right? Do you see the culture that had not the video for Shanquella been let out? Do you see how they were trying to set the same stage right here for this to happen? But thank the universe that this woman was smart enough to take her daughter and to get out of there. Do y'all see the danger in this? Do y'all see the connection in this? I'm going to play it one more time, and this time we'll be kind of stopping in there to point out the red flags, right? These are red flags. So like I said over here, we don't do moments of silence. We do moments of speaking, right? We're speaking out the names of victims. We're speaking out the names of abusers, right? Here we go.
Well, bitch, I'm here to let you know Nicole is actually Nico, and I'm fucking with Jarvis, and I wish you get your 1-2 Sierra stepping ass on, bitch.
All right, y'all, look, This one here got her phone, her camera out, right? This remind you of anybody, right? This could have been Winter or Elise or I can't think of the names there, but it could have been any one of the Cabo 6 here, right? There's going to be another person. Listen, all right? So we got the angry person here provoking this person here. We got XY provoking, trying to provoke an XX. We got people over here with the cameras out and ready, which indicates this was a setup, right? They come in to get their cameras, make some films here. Watch.
First of all, we're not.
You hear that? She said, you ain't gotta let him talk to you like that. Quilla, can you at least fight back? Do y'all see the tendencies here, right? Look at them. They all together. They all in on it. They probably didn't juice this one up and then got him all worked up to be like, yeah, I know. I tell you what she work at, right? They didn't. You see, she's in a uniform, a Walmart uniform, so she is obviously at work, right, with her daughter, but she's still at work, right? This person snapping all off, don't have any regard for this woman and child, right? And look at them. They have no regard for this woman and child. These are females. That's why I tell y'all that it cannot be all men are bad, all women are bad. There is badness in every gender. In every XY, there are some bad. There's still some good. It cannot be all bad. And it cannot be all good. In some XX chromosomes, there's going to be some bad. Look at these over here, these XXs. They're the ones trying to instigate. They probably got off into this one's ear, this XY over here, his ear, for him to come and embarrass and humiliate her at work. We already know that when people are filled with anger and rage, and testosterone could be a dangerous situation. We also know that the statistics are high for Black women to be victims of femicide.
Talk about the same. Yeah, bitch, we talk about the same Jarvis 82297. Did I stutter?
Wow. Wow. He's proud to tell it to her that I've been banging your man. Do you see how you have to be careful? And look at them over here in the he laughing. They're the same people that was saying, Quilla, can you at least fight back? That's them over here. It's a spirit, y'all. Who this remind you of? He's just hitting the reality that her man has been going around banging this individual here, right? Is she like, what? So this was definitely, done to humiliate. Look at these over here. Look at these two XX. See, that's what I'm saying. So it's bad in every category because you can't trust these two. These two are wicked and evil. They don't care about this child and this mother over here. They don't care. They want to pump and juice this guy up so he can explode and erupt in an angry rage when they know that clearly he would have a physical advantage and could cause some bodily harm to this mother and child. But they don't care. Listen to what they're saying.
I'm on the phone.
No, but you got, no, you're not on the phone. Not my Jarvis.
Yes, I
Not
am,
my
bitch.
Jarvis.
Yes, I am, bitch.
She like, not my Jarvis. Oh, no. Right? Okay, so I applaud her so much for how she handled it and not got emotional. That is so important when you are in a situation where someone's trying to draw you into an altercation by doing these shocking and provocative things, right? How are you going to come to somebody's job and shove out this type of information, humiliating her, calling her all out of her name, and bragging and boasting loudly about having relationships with someone that she obviously believes that she's with? Do you see the danger in this?
Bitch, I sure enough on the phone with him.
Oh, wait a minute. I just heard him say, grab your daughter. I wonder if this is fake. I just heard him in his lips move say, grab your daughter.
Nah, bitch. That's right, bitch. Get your daughter, get like the Jacksons home and beat it. Stop calling my nigga.
All right, so I don't know. I don't want to keep playing it with his foul mouth, but who knows? I heard him and I saw his lips move. I don't know if y'all heard it. Grab your daughter. I don't know. But anyway, that was disgusting. And it's super sad that this kind of stuff is taking place in this world out here. So that was all I had for y'all. But I was just grateful. I was happy. Like I said, I just watched it with y'all. And I was just grateful to see that at least we still got the fire on there. We still got the fire. And we could put closure to this whole Dejanay's arrested. There has been no arrest made. So we're clear on that, which to me, like I said, it's a win. All right. And let's see. Gloria, let me read this again. It says FBI has picked up the case, so they will not jeopardize their facts and findings until they can nail them to the cross. So that is super great. Super great, super great, super great. So by us continuing to, keep the name out there and stick to the facts and the science, right? So I'm, talking to myself, bringing it back, stick to the math and science, we're going to be good. But I hope y'all know what I was trying to get y'all to see in this here video. The same tendencies of that energy, that spirit out there that wants to set the Black woman up to be unalived by these angry, ones like that do this type of stuff. So I just want us to be careful and aware. Careful and aware. So, and that's where I'm coming from. Place of love and peace and all that good stuff. Betty says Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, please step up. Yeah. So at least we heard on national TV, Ben Crump calling him out, right? One of those videos. That's why I said I dropped it off in this here chat. I wish I had pinned it. Let's see if it's still part of my paste. Yes. All right. So now I'm going to go over here and pin it. I'm dropping that link again. That link will get you to the rabbit hole of all those videos that, we got, we went to see. So let me go over here and pin it. Uh-oh. How come? Oh, because this ain't the right one. All right, so hold on a second. I'm going to go over here and pin it. However, there's some technical things I need to do here to make that happen. Here we go. All right, so that link there will get you down the rabbit hole, and there were plenty of like 2-minute videos, 2 minute 10 seconds, 2 minute 12-second videos on yesterday's rally, or gathering at the Capitol. Washington, D.C., we had Shanquella Robinson, family attorney and activist attorney and other activists and the family on the national news stating that no arrest has been made and how the ball is in the U.S. court. And on Thursday, we know that they had asked for diplomatic interventions, right? And that's what we are continuing to put the pressure on to make sure that that happens. Betty says Joe Biden and Kamala, I'm not saying it wrong. I'm telling y'all, I don't know these people. I don't keep up with the news. Please step up. All right, so I'm just do a few more. Then I'm gonna tell y'all good night because I don't want to keep stretching it out so long. Here's already hour and 45 minutes. Robin says we need justice for Shanquella Robinson and her family soon. Yes, we getting it, y'all. I'm excited about the progress that we made. Right? It's still, it still ain't been a year. It still ain't been 7 years, right? So we know that people is having a long time, to getting this justice and stuff. Giselle says we won't stop. We will keep on till justice is served. Yes. All right, I missed you, Betty here. That's right, beautiful. And thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much here. Robert says, this is the first for me as well. I am 61 years old and I will be keeping it hot for Shanquella Bernarda Robinson until justice comes. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be excited about this again, right? Not even again, but to go through, how we're going through these stages of grief, right? So we got through the acceptance, and now we able to, and I even heard it in the mom's voice, right? She's frustrated and ready for some justice for her baby. So I'm just excited that, standing for justice for Shanquella and keeping it hot. Yes, that's right. She said that was some of her last words. She gonna keep it hot, right? So I'm just grateful for that we have that gift, and we're gonna see that justice for Shanquella Robinson and for those other people too, everyone else. All right, it says good night, Giselle. All right, I know I'm long-winded here. About to bid y'all a good night too, and thank everybody for thumbs upping the video and all that good stuff. Love y'all and see y'all soon. I'm not sure when, but it'll be soon. All right, bye. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload some stuff with some some stuff. Anyway, I love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. Oh, y'all coming back? All right. Good night, y'all. Peace and love.